Save a little for Mitt. I know what you're thinking.
In all of Hollywood, nobody speaks their mind with quite the same fearless edge as Clint Eastwood. What follows are the unforgettable moments where his zero-filter honesty, razor-sharp remarks, and unapologetic couldn't-care-less attitude left even the biggest celebrities completely speechless, unsure of how to respond.
So when you're in a Clint Eastwood movie, you don't even know the camera's rolling, and you just hear over your shoulder, "All right, go ahead." And you just keep doing it until you hear him say, "That's enough of that."
Burt Reynolds and Clint Eastwood stand among Hollywood's most legendary names, two icons whose careers helped define an entire era of cinema. But here's something most fans never realized. Both men were hired for the very same role and then fired on the very same day, for reasons so absurd you won't believe they actually happened.
There's a story I heard that you and Clint Eastwood both got started at the same time, and that you were both fired from Universal Pictures on the same day, as young guys getting started out, because they found fault with both of you. Why would they fire you, Clint Eastwood, or you? I mean,
well, Clint, they said, you talk too slow, and you're too stiff, you won't get the fix. And you don't listen to anybody, you just want to do it your own way. I said, why are you firing me? And they said,
From the co-stars who shared the screen with him to the actors he guided behind the camera, nearly everyone who ever worked alongside Clint Eastwood walked away with the very same impression. He was, without question, one of the most disciplined and focused professionals Hollywood had ever seen. And Robert Patrick stands as just one of many who witnessed that discipline up close, firsthand.
I loved Clint. I worked with Clint. I did this movie called Midnight in the Garden with you. I had one big scene.
That's great.
Yeah, I loved it. He was like,
it was a great movie.
He was the best director in terms of just like, he would just do your thing, shoot it, and they go.
While countless Hollywood stars smooth the path and hand their children an easy head start, Clint Eastwood took the opposite approach entirely. He made Scott work for every single opportunity he got. Despite being Clint's own son, Scott still had to walk into auditions like anyone else, competing for roles and proving on his own merit that he truly deserved the part.
Interesting to me is that I learned that you have to audition for his movies, which seems weird to me because you'd think he'd know what you can do, what you can't do.
No. He does not. He does not. I don't think he likes me in the movies. Because here's the thing. He's put me in a few movies, and I've auditioned for a lot, and haven't gotten one. And then Gran Torino came around, where he was talking. It was like this little role, and he got a call.
His character's supposed to be giving you a character like that.
Yeah, exactly. He's called me pussy, and spoiled little brat or whatever. And he gave me that role, and on the day we were shooting it, there was a lot of stuff that came out that wasn't on the script there. That wasn't in the script.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And so to make you think like he's working through some issues?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, I got a part for the kid. Give him this part. The part where I chew out that punk.
I think it was a lot of pent up over the years of me pissing him off.
And finally, how's Dad?
Dad's good.
What would surprise us to know about your dad? Any fun fact you can share with us? Any punishments he gave you as a kid? Because I'd be terrified. If he was my dad, I'd be...
You should be.
You don't know, but he would just look at you and like, oh yeah, really?
He'll take you down with a look. He will take you
Clint
right
Eastwood
down.
didn't remain at the very top of Hollywood for decades upon decades, purely by chance, or by luck alone. One of the biggest reasons behind that staying power is simple. He never once stopped listening, never stopped learning, and never let his ego close the door to growth.
On several occasions in this series, notably with Steven Spielberg and Ben Kingsley, we've talked about the virtue and use of silence. Don Siegel has said the hardest thing to do is nothing. A number of people have paid tribute to your expressive use of silence. What you're doing with me this moment is what you do so extraordinarily well. On the screen, you listen. Is it that important?
I think this is the most important thing. It's certainly the most important thing is in acting is listening. Anybody can expound a lot of dialogue, but a lot of people don't listen well. In fact, I think this is the thing in life. We were talking about this the other night. One of the great things I thought you'd be able to be teaching in school, and not for acting, but for just life in general, is the art of listening. It's something that a lot of people don't understand, and a lot of people may listen or attempt to listen, but they don't hear or they don't absorb what they're listening
When Clint
to.
Eastwood speaks, even seasoned Hollywood heavyweights like Matt Damon fall silent and lean in, hanging on every single word he says.
I'm ready. It's like my chance to work with one of my heroes. And the very first take, I did it. And meanwhile, I've done this so many thousands of times. I have, a number of different ways that I'm thinking maybe doing the scene. So he goes, cut, right, move on. And I go, hang on. Boss, want to do another one? I mean,
I wasn't even in costume.
that was the first one. Like, you want to do it? And he goes, why? You want to waste everybody's time.
Oh my God.
And I went, no, I guess we're moving on. And it was one take.
He was holding a gun.
But there was a
For countless actors, toughness is simply a performance, something they slip into for the cameras and shed the moment the scene ends. For Clint Eastwood, it was never an act at all. It was a truth he had already lived through, long before fame ever found him.
My dad, he was in a plane crash in his early 20s, and it was off San Francisco, and he had to swim like a couple miles in that water to survive. Yeah.
Holy shit! He crashed into the water?
Yeah, most people don't know that. It's
Whoa.
But what happened was he was in the Army, and it was right around the time the Korean War was starting, and they were flying, they were doing a routine flight or something, and they had to crash land in the ocean.
Whoa.
And it was getting night, and I believe the pilot died, but the other guy he was with survived. So him and this other guy, they were swimming to shore, and they got split up because it was getting dark at night. Whoa. And so now they're swimming alone.
Even Ellen DeGeneres, one of the most instantly recognizable faces in all of Hollywood, found herself completely starstruck the moment she stood in front of Clint Eastwood, unable to hide it.
Clint Eastwood, how are you? Oh, good to see you. We've never met. I'm a big fan, and I just wanted to say I'm a big fan.
Thank you for the headset that you gave me a few minutes ago.
Oh, you're welcome. I didn't know I did, but you're welcome. That's great.
Your name's on the tombstones in the cemetery.
You might have.
One was Donald Siegel.
Don Siegel.
Don Siegel, and the other